do we even play with a priority list if that's the availability? Like do we just tell him, look, get whatever you can? 64 units for thousands of EOIs. Okay. Well, this time they only increased it by like 30k, right? In case we cannot grab a one bed, a studio is also an option. It would be great. That's why I know that it would be great if you would be with us, because we're on the priority list, but there are many people on the priority list. And in case we have the ability to choose, we should grab whatever we can, basically, because there's only around, I think, 82 one bedrooms, we said, right? 82. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are in the middle of allocating a unit for a client. And this client, goddamn, this client has been a journey. He's been with us for probably longer than half a year now. Yeah, longer than half a year. Originally inquired on a completely different project, but was not, even though he had an EOI in, was not able to get a unit. Then he wanted to cancel it due to the war as well. And then later he decided on reconsidering his investment. So now we're gonna go ahead and try to book him a unit into Imtiaz's Raw District 2 latest project launch. Now, why is this difficult? There's around 82 plus another 17 units which would suit his requirements and budget. And there's probably 1,000 to 2,000 EOIs in place. Most of these people are going to try to get a one bedroom. Now we are on the priority list, but there's also many others on the priority list. And the allocation will be from the 22nd and 23rd of July in the Ritz-Carlton in the IFC. So this will be a nice journey we'll be taking you guys on. You'll be seeing how we take our clients on booking a unit. Wish us all the best, because to be honest, the chances are, even though we are high on the priority list, the chances of actually getting a unit are quite low. But we'll do our best. So what we need to do now is get the exact time slot for our allocation. We're checking with our contact in Imtiaz, and then we'll know exactly. We hope that we get one of the earliest slots, because that means we can basically choose whichever unit we want. The later we come, the lower the chances are going to be that we're even going to get any unit. So wish us all the best. This will be an interesting vlog. We have arrived in the sales center, you could call it, of Imtiaz. We've been here before, you might have recognized this from the other vlog. The reason I'm wearing the microphone now is because it is actually quite loud in here. We got I think that's a F8 Spider, if I'm not mistaken. Beautiful Ferrari in here. A little bit of the design language of the Raw District. As you can tell, we got the old-timer Porsche over there. As the name says it, Raw District. It's supposed to give that kind of raw, unfinished vibe, very modern, brutalistic, quite nice. So the presentation we actually missed because we came a little late, but we just spoke to our sales representative, and he told us that the unit allocation is going to happen tomorrow, and also, well, that we already knew, but also the time slots we're not going to know until tomorrow. So now we have to talk back to another contact of us regarding the priority list, which we are supposedly on, but for some reason we haven't received any notification yet, and we should have. It's a little sticky because the situation is the following. The client needs a one bedroom, and apparently there's only around 82 units available, but we probably have 1,000 EOIs in total. That's why it's so important to be on the priority list. But even then, like, the priority list is probably is going to be also more people than actual units available. What we have also is a couple of studios which we weren't aware of. I don't know how many exactly. And one bedroom unit lofts, which is basically duplexes. Beautiful concept, good pricing, and actually has the best view out of all of them. Now, the situation stays the same though. There's only 17 available of those, and those are going to be high in demand. So yeah, it's basically we're going to play the game of whatever we can get, we grab. Yeah, but it's a great investment. We wouldn't do that if it wasn't a great investment. Hi, good morning. All good? Okay, okay. Did you hear my audio message? Yes. So he's not here. The thing is, we went to Imtiaz, to the Raw district, like the exhibition thing, because Tef is here. Khaled is most likely in Dubai Hills then. Should we go to Dubai Hills? Yeah. Okay, shit. No, they didn't. They're gonna give them tomorrow. He said they're gonna get the appointment slots overnight, and then the client is going to be notified, and yeah, me, and we are going, not me, like we are going to be notified. Apparently, yeah, apparently. Oh no, actually, never mind. Oh, okay, something changed. So the reason we got interrupted is because I just saw the sales manager down there, which we're in good contact with, and we spoke to him. So apparently there was a mistake happening in the system, which is why we didn't get a notification regarding the priority list. But it should be fixed within today. We're gonna stay on top of it. We're most likely gonna stay here in the sales center for the whole day now, just to make sure that we get what we want for our client. Very hectic, but this is what usually happens, honestly. Like, those are the little problems you have to deal with and keep in mind. Well guys, welcome back. We're in the Ritz-Carlton DIFC today. We're in the District International Financial Center for the allocation of the unit for our client. And it's not looking good. Why is it not looking good? So apparently there's been a mistake in the system yesterday. This is something that can happen when you have 4,000 inquiries for maybe 300 units. The system just collapses. So what happened is that people who put down their EOIs lately got prioritized, which makes zero sense because our client has had his EOI in place for 6 months or longer. So yeah, there's been confusion in the system, which means that also the priority list was not being taken care of. So now it's pretty much a game of luck. This is something that can happen. It's out of our influence, to be honest. It's obviously sad for the client if we're not able to get him something, because we've been trying to get something for a long time. If we don't, we'll have to wait for the next project, which is fine. But obviously it's sad. But it can happen. That's the reality, to be honest. That's the reality we're facing, and we like to show transparently what's going on. But yeah, got the same suit on like yesterday. Now we're just gonna sit here and wait to get some work done. Hi, good morning, Stasia. This is Carl from Royce. How are you? Pretty good, pretty good. I hope I didn't wake you up. I just wanted to confirm, I don't know if you got the message already, because Ms. Attika got something in the way. Would you be able to reschedule the meeting for 3 p.m.? Works? We can also do 2:30. What works better for you? 2:30. I will let her know. All right, thank you very much. See you then. Oh my God, I woke her up. I woke her up.
Where?
It's a client. She's like, yeah. Yeah. So, what is the reality of this deal? The reality of this deal is that we're most likely not gonna get it. We've been waiting for hours now. We've been working from here, but it seems like that mistake in the systems could not be fixed. And at the end of the day, the developer needs to make money, right? So there's multiple people who lost their slots, which they basically had. But at the end of the day, they're gonna sell to anyone. And a single client trying to buy a single unit, 1 bedroom, is obviously not as prioritized as somebody who's coming in buying 4 2-bedrooms, for example, right?
The people who buy on bulk in a situation like this are going to be prioritized. So yeah, sometimes life doesn't want it to happen. Who are we to judge? We're just going to keep going. We're going to try to find him something else. It's obviously not the best news, but I want to show the reality on this channel, and this is the blood-clean reality. So yeah, we're gonna go home now because I want to take meetings from home. And yeah, that's going to be it, most likely. We never know. You never know. Maybe the client all of a sudden tomorrow gets a slot, but chances are lower than low. It is 1 a.m. Thursday night. We're picking up a friend of mine from the airport that is coming to Dubai. This guy has done a lot for me in the past, and I know he doesn't really see it like that, but for me it was a big thing, because back then when I quit the videography and I started doing real estate, obviously since I had no knowledge and no money in the beginning, I've talked about this in the podcast a lot. I didn't really have any place to go at some point anymore because I didn't have money for an apartment. And at that time he was in Dubai with someone else, and they were also sharing an apartment, and they let me sleep on their couch for about a whole month without paying a single penny, without asking me for anything. They didn't want anything. They didn't want, like, to me back then I was incredibly thankful, and I'm still thankful till this day, because obviously this guy is part of the reason I'm still here. So yeah, we're gonna pick him up. I think that's the least I can do. To pay him back a little bit. As I said, I know he doesn't see it like that, but for me, if I know that somebody did something for me, and there's quite a lot of people who really did good things for me to help me keep going, if it's lending me money or letting me stay in their apartment or whatever it is. For me, it's really important to give back to these people, and I really know especially the ones who really did it from a heart.